Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Playing with Jaden. Today we're back in Jurassic World Alive. And today we're going to be, doing a trophy push from this arena to the next. Currently this is Nublar Jungles, and the next one is Badlands, if I remember correctly, so yeah, we're going to be doing a trophy push. If you've been following up on my shorts, then you'll probably know some of the members of the team here. And I gotta just talk about what's been happening. Well, for Jurassic World Alive, at least. So here we have Brunette. Some of you may recognize her from Jurassic World the game, or Jurassic World Chaos Theory, which is one of the Netflix shows. And in this game it's pretty OP because, at least like in this early game, because it has like good recovery, can do a lot of damage, great shield, can go super fast with its counter. So it's pretty good. Right now I'm trying pretty hard to get its hybrid, which is a legendary, so I have been trying pretty hard to try and get it. Okay, we're gonna move into Dracoceratops here because it is here, so you can get that back in the day, I would get pretty confused / I would get pretty annoyed when I think it was in the second arena only there's legendaries that started showing up, and this was back when legendaries weren't that easy to obtain in the first place, so it didn't really make sense. They had legendaries, but so if you haven't noticed already, if you're looking at the timer, there are multiple cuts in this one battle because this opponent left pretty early on, so he timed out. And when I was editing this video, what I found is that by cutting the timing out sections of this specific battle, it took 2-3 minutes off the total footage, which is kind of crazy. Hopefully we're gonna be able to make it through here, but we should be able to make it through because we made it through because it's not that hard since the opponent keeps timing out, and that's gonna be our first one of the day. Already a pretty close one, despite the one not even playing. So that is bringing us to 1900. The next arena is the 2000s. Okay, next battle. Okay, here we go. And I wonder what we're gonna be starting with. Okay, we're gonna start with Brunette again. Because Brunette is always a good choice to start with. Another Brunette, okay. So here I'm gonna talk about how you should play Brunette. So there is a strategy to play brunette, and it is not what this guy is doing. You do not go for the priority with brunette first. Like, that is not, it's just not how you play brunette, like, usually. Like, typically, you do not want to do that unless it is like a 1-hit KO. But in this case, against other brunette, you go impact first and then priority, because the impact cooldown is only 1. So you can go impact, priority, and then impact again, and then that's when you have to do the cleansing formation. And that is the blonde, which is the other, I think it's the Begalophosaurus or whatever it's called. Oh, Begalospinus, I think the species is called, from Camp Cretaceous. Anyway, so both of them are pretty good, with blonde having 2 priorities and impact. So here we're gonna send in Indoraptor Gen 2. Yeah, recently, something I saw is that I was looking at some like older Jurassic World Alive content from like a few years ago, and apparently a lot of like pre-existing Jurassic World Alive YouTubers like back then actually left because of Indoraptor Gen 2. I think it was because like it introduced the Conscious Strike, which honestly, even to this day, is still pretty annoying. Because it reduces your damage, increases the speed, increases does the dodge. So yeah, it's pretty annoying. Anyway, honestly, with more like modern moves and creatures, it's definitely fallen off in terms of like power, how annoying it is, because there are a lot more things to counter it with, a lot more like diversity in what you can counter it with as well. So we're gonna send in the Panthera Blyeth, and this is basically like, you know, in my opinion, this is like the new generation of Indoraptor Gen 2 in terms of how annoying it is. Because when it first came out, like when basically only people who like paid for the pass or like I just like got it from somewhere, I think it just wasn't that common of a sight. Back when legendaries are actually like really hard to get, this thing was like the most annoying thing ever, because the evasive hunt here for creatures that didn't have a move that could either go through or like get rid of the dog, it was tough times, because the evasive hunt has a 100% chance to dodge 100% of damage. Like, that's your second win. And yeah, so if you had an unlucky hand against like the Panthera Blyeth, you were cooked essentially. Like, there was absolutely nothing you could possibly do. And here's Argentorix, which, if I remember correctly, she has not appeared in the shorts. And you know, this thing is actually pretty good, because I don't know why, it's just good, because let's see, unlike the brunette, it's like alert buffing strike. It does something similar to like the brunette's move, but it actually does damage, so it's more useful. And like a good quality of like any fawn creature is the ability to regenerate, which I'm pretty sure most fawn creatures over like common rarity usually have it, but having it as like a move is always good. It's always useful. So it's great that Argentaris has it, and then the other two moves it has are just rampages, which is all which like good for obvious reasons, like they do a lot of damage. I'm not sure. I think it's past. Yeah, I think it was like past the recording of the video, but at the time of I guess like voicing it, like commentating it, whatever. At the time of like commentating this, a new update dropped, which changed how the map and the raids work for maps now. Not entirely sure how it works yet, but they're like five different zones where certain creatures will spawn in different zones, and then like the zones will like rotate every once in a while. A rotation hasn't happened yet, so I'm not sure how it works, but I think it was a pretty cool change. Still gotta see how it like plays out. And for raids, now I think it was like a feature that was implemented before like this like recent update, was that raids no longer required you to be like raids were no longer like required to be like within your like darting radius. And now they changed this so that like you can, so back before the update, like a raid boss had to be like in your like visible area for you to actually like attempt it, even after the removal of the darting range. Like if like the raid boss you wanted was on the map, you still couldn't get it, even if because it's, like, you can't see it, you can't click on it. But now, if you like click on the raid boss, you can click on a button where you can just like select like bosses you can fight that are available to you. So I thought that was pretty neat. This is tough. Yeah, anyway. So, in the current state of game, the Alliance weekly like incubators, the ones you have to like contribute to the Alliance for, those ones, since they used to like only go up to, it used to go from like common, rare, I think it was like common, rare, and then epic, the DNA you got. But now it is, since the new Omega rarity has been added, like, I guess like that's not that new anymore. It was added like 1-2 years ago now. I think it was just one, but anyway. Now the rewards are rare. I think it is rare, epic, legendary, Omega, which I guess that happened, but yeah. Honestly, the main problem with that is that common DNA is now harder to get. Oh, we just got a new Omega. The thing is, when Omega's like released at first, yeah, like when Omega's like released at first, it was a little confusing because they're treating it, I think, like the main like idea behind implementing it was like free, like customizable stuff, but I don't think it ever really like worked out. But I think they've done a better job at like improving like how Omegas work. Not sure, not 100% sure about that, but anywho. So yeah, back to like the Alliance incubators. I really don't give like common DNA anymore, and because I think they've also changed like the spawn rates, like the spawn chances rates of all the rarities. So recently I've been seeing I think they've like increased like the regionality, like more they've like localized. Actually, no, they just like they like focus down where. Let me think. So basically, yeah. So basically, I think like where certain dinos spawn is now like more localized. Like certain dinos are now like the region specific dinos are like more actually region specific. So and like the rarity like banner is a bit less than before, because back in the days like seeing a natural epic on your map was like super rare, and nowadays it's like I'll usually see like at least one a day. Like every time I enter the game, I'll like at least see one. And rares are also like that. Rares used to be like not like super duper rare, but they were still like pretty rare to find on. But now they're like not common, but not uncommon. And like this like localization. What that means is that certain dinos, like even like common dinos, is good. They're good. Some of them are gonna elude you for like a long time. Take for example, Dinocharis. That is a common that I still don't have. Half my team is legendary, and I still don't have a common. I am still missing it. All because dinos have more localized. So it is in one of like the new like map zones. It's in like one of the new map zones, but I don't know when it's gonna rotate and get to that zone specifically. So I'm gonna be missing a common, which is very annoying for a while. And you know, just like the general, honestly at this point, like I'm having a harder time like finding and getting common DNA than rare DNA. And then again, like certain creatures are like easier to find than others. Some of the creatures in the battle incubators for like PvP, they feature certain creatures, and so those ones are pretty easy to get. But there was, I'm not sure if it was because it was I don't apparently know if it was arena specific, but there was like one rare that I kept getting like annoyed by, because it was just like hybrid I was like kind of close to getting because of like the campaign. But then like every time I like check, I have like one of the ingredients. I'm like, okay, and what's the other one? I click on it. I don't have any DNA of it, and it just annoys me. So this is the Tyrannosaurus still, which is another one I have, and it is pretty good. Not sure on how I'm gonna clutch this one out, but I have faith that we can do this, because I actually don't remember if I won this or not. First impact, do I survive? Yes, I do. Okay, so this is definitely gonna KO the T-Rex still. And now Now, depending on what they send out, I might be cooked or I might be able to win. T-Rex bug. Oh, that thing. The immobilized that does not have a delay, which means it can priority attack me. So I doesn't have okay, does not have a like a lockdown thing. Okay, so we're gonna swap in cloak. I'm gonna be able to survive this. Yep, just as I predicted. Immobilize. Dodge. I go to strike. Switches. Blue. Are we able to KO here? We are able to KO here. And is that enough? We are in Badlands, baby. And we got a new achievement too. I mean, like, we got a new title. New arena exclusive reward. Valika Smilus. Another new thing is that they give you this like incubator every time you go up. Like in arena. You got more Clever Girl. One-time offer. It's only a 190 legendary, so it's not really worth it. But we're gonna claim this title here, Paleontologist, and I think I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.